Welcome to Coders Place YouTube channel. In this video we will see some important question on SQL. So let's get started. Question 1. What is SQL? Answer. SQL stands for the Structured Query Language. It is the standard language used to maintain the relational database and perform many different data manipulation operations on the data. SQL was initially invented in 1970. It is a database language used for database creation, deletion, fetching and modifying rows, etc. Sometimes, it is pronounced as SQL. We can also use it to handle organized data comprised of entities, variables, and relations between different entities of the data. Question 2. When SQL appeared? Answer. SQL first appeared in 1974. It is one of the most used languages for maintaining the relational database. In 1986, SQL became the standard of the American National Standards Institute, ANSI, and ISO, International Organization for Standardization, in 1987. Question 3. What are the usages of SQL? Answer. SQL is responsible for maintaining the relational data and the data structures present in the database. Some of the common usages are given below. To execute queries against a database. To retrieve data from a database. To insert records in a database. To update records in a database. To delete records from a database. To create new databases. To create new tables in a database. To create views in a database. To perform complex operations on the database. Question 4. Does SQL support programming language features? Answer. SQL refers to the standard query language. Therefore, it is true that SQL is a language but does not actually support the programming language. It is a common language that doesn't have a loop, conditional statements, and logical operations. It cannot be used for anything other than data manipulation. It is a command language to perform database operations. The primary purpose of SQL is to retrieve, manipulate, update, delete, and perform complex operations like joins on the data present in the database. Question 5. What are the subsets of SQL? Answer. The following are the 4 significant subsets of the SQL. Data Definition Language, DDL. It defines the data structure that consists of commands like create, alter, drop, etc. Data Manipulation Language, DML. It is used to manipulate existing data in the database. The commands in this category are select, update, insert, etc. Data Control Language, DCL. It controls access to the data stored in the database. The commands in this category include grant and revoke. Transaction Control Language, TCL. It is used to deal with the transaction operations in the database. The commands in this category are commit, rollback, set transaction, save point, etc. Question 6. What is the purpose of DDL language? Answer. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. It is the subset of a database that defines the data structure of the database when the database is created. For example, we can use the DDL commands to add, remove, or modify tables. It consists of the following commands: create, alter and delete database objects such as schema, tables, indexes, view, sequence, etc. Question 7. What is the purpose of DML language? Answer. Data manipulation language makes the user able to retrieve and manipulate data in a relational database. The DML commands can only perform read-only operations on data. We can perform the following operations using DDL language. Insert data into the database through the insert command. Retrieve data from the database through the select command. Update data in the database through the update command. Delete data from the database through the delete command. Question 8. What are tables and fields in the database? Answer. A table is a set of organized data in the form of rows and columns. It enables users to store and display records in the structure format. It is similar to worksheets in the spreadsheet application. Here rows refer to the tuples, representing the simple data item, and columns are the attribute of the data items present in a particular row. Columns can categorize as vertical, and rows are horizontal. Fields are the components to provide the structure for the table. It stores the same category of data in the same data type. A table contains a fixed number of columns but can have any number of rows known as the record. It is also called a column in the table of the database. It represents the attribute or characteristics of the entity in the record. Question 9. What is a primary key? Answer. A primary key is a field or the combination of fields that uniquely identify each record in the table. It is one of a special kind of unique key. If the column contains a primary key, it cannot be null or empty. A table can have duplicate columns, but it cannot have more than one primary key. It always stores unique values into a column. Question 10. What is a foreign key? Answer. The foreign key is used to link one or more tables together. It is also known as the referencing key. A foreign key is specified as a key that is related to the primary key of another table. It means a foreign key field in one table refers to the primary key field of the other table. It identifies each row of another table uniquely that maintains the referential integrity. The primary key-foreign key relationship is a very crucial relationship as it maintains the ACID properties of the database sometimes. It also prevents actions that would destroy links between the child and parent tables. Question 11. What is a unique key? Answer. A unique key is a single or combination of fields that ensure all values stored in the column will be unique. It means a column cannot store duplicate values. This key provides uniqueness for the column or set of columns. For example, the email addresses and roll numbers of students' tables should be unique. It can accept a null value but only one null value per column. It ensures the integrity of the column or group of columns to store different values into a table. Question 12. What is the difference between a primary key and a unique key? Answer. First point. The primary key acts as a unique identifier for each record in the table, where the unique key is also a unique identifier for records when the primary key is not present in the table. Second point. We cannot store null values in the primary key column, but we can store null value in the unique key column, but only one null is allowed. Third point. We cannot change or delete the primary key column values, but we can modify the unique key column values. Question 13. What is a database? A database is an organized collection of data that is structured into tables, rows, columns, and indexes. It helps the user to find the relevant information frequently. It is an electronic system that makes data access, data manipulation, data retrieval, data storing, and data management very easy. Almost every organization uses the database for storing the data due to its easily accessible and high operational ease. The database provides perfect access to data and lets us perform required tasks. The following are the common features of a database. Manages large amounts of data. Accurate. Easy to update. Security. Data integrity. Question 14. What is RDBMS? RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. It is a database management system based on a relational model. It facilitates you to manipulate the data stored in the tables by using relational operators. RDBMS stores the data into the collection of tables and links those tables using the relational operators easily whenever required. Examples of relational database management systems are Microsoft Access, MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle Database, etc. Question 15. What is the primary use of normalization? Answer. Normalization is mainly used to add, delete or modify a field that can be made in a single table. The primary use of normalization is to remove redundancy and remove the insert, delete and update distractions. Normalization breaks the table into small partitions and then links them using different relationships to avoid the chances of redundancy. Question 16. What is meant by DBMS? Answer. DBMS stands for Database Management System. It is a software program that primarily functions as an interface between the database and the end user. It provides us the power such as managing the data, the database engine, and the database schema to facilitate the organization and manipulation of data using a simple query in almost no time. It is like a file manager that manages data in a database rather than saving it in file systems. Without the database management system, it would be far more difficult for the user to access the database's data. The following are the components of a DBMS: software, data, procedures, database languages, query processor, database manager, database engine, reporting. Question 17. What is normalization in a database? Answer. Normalization is used to minimize redundancy and dependency by organizing fields and tables of a database. There are some rules of database normalization, which is commonly known as normal form, and they are: first normal form 1NF, second normal form 2NF, third normal form 3NF, Boyce Codd normal form BCNF. Using these steps, the redundancy, anomalies, inconsistency of the data in the database can be removed. Question 18. What are the different types of database management systems? Answer. The database management systems can be categorized into several types. Some of the important lists are given below. Hierarchical databases, DBMS, network databases, IDMS, relational databases, RDBMS. Object-oriented databases, document databases, document DB, graph databases, ER model databases, NoSQL databases. Question 19. What are the disadvantages of not performing database normalization? Answer. The major disadvantages are: the occurrence of redundant terms in the database causes the waste of space in the disk. Due to redundant terms, inconsistency may also occur. If any change is made in the data of one table but not made in the same data of another table, then inconsistency will occur. This inconsistency will lead to the maintenance problem and affects the asset properties as well. Question 20. What is an inconsistent dependency? Answer. An inconsistent dependency refers to the difficulty of getting relevant data due to a missing or broken path to the data. It leads users to search the data in the wrong table, resulting in an error as an output. Question 21. What is denormalization in a database? Answer. Denormalization is a technique used by database administrators to optimize the efficiency of their database infrastructure. The denormalization concept is based on normalization, which is defined as arranging a database into tables correctly for a particular purpose. This method allows us to add redundant data into a normalized database to alleviate issues with database queries that merge data from several tables into a single table. It adds redundant terms into the tables to avoid complex joins and many other complex operations. Denormalization doesn't mean that normalization will not be done. It is an optimization strategy that takes place after the normalization process. Question 22. What is an index in SQL? Answer. An index is a disk structure associated with a table or view that speeds up row retrieval. It reduces the cost of the query because the query's high cost will lead to a fall in its performance. It is used to increase the performance and allow faster retrieval of records from the table. Indexing reduces the number of data pages we need to visit to find a particular data page. It also has a unique value, meaning that the index cannot be duplicated. An index creates an entry for each value, which makes it faster to retrieve data. Question 23. What is the unique index? Answer. Unique index is used to enforce the uniqueness of values in single or multiple columns. We can create more than one unique index in a single table. For creating a unique index, the user has to check the data in the column because the unique indexes are used when any column of the table has unique values. This indexing does not allow the field to have duplicate values if the column is unique indexed. A unique index can be applied automatically when a primary key is defined. Question 24. What are the different types of SQL operators? Answer. Operators are the special keywords or special characters reserved for performing particular operations. They are also used in SQL queries. We can primarily use these operators within the where clause of SQL commands. It's a part of the command to filters data based on the specified condition. The SQL operators can be categorized into the following types. Arithmetic operators. These operators are used to perform mathematical operations on numerical data. The categories of these operators are addition, plus, subtraction, dash, multiplication, division, slash, remainder slash modulus, percent, etc. Logical operators, these operators evaluate the expressions and return their results in true or false. This operator includes all, and, any, null, exists, between, in, like, not, or, unique. Comparison operators, these operators are used to perform comparisons of two values and check whether they are the same or not. It includes equal to, equals, not equal to, exclamation mark equals or less than, greater than, less than or equal to, less than equals, greater than or equal to, greater than equals, not less than not greater than, etc. Bitwise operators, it is used to do bit manipulations between two expressions of integer type. It first performs conversion of integers into binary bits and then applied operators such as and symbol, or, vertical bar, not, tilde, etc. Compound operators, these operators perform operations on a variable before setting the variable's result to the operation's result. It includes add equals, plus equals, subtract equals, multiply equals, divide equals, slash equals, modulo equals, percent equals, etc. String operators, these operators are primarily used to perform concatenation and pattern matching of strings. It includes plus, string concatenation, plus equals, string concatenation assignment, percent, wildcard, characters matches, characters not to match, underscore, wildcard match one character, etc. Question 25. Is it possible to sort a column using a column alias? Answer: yes. We can use the alias method in the order by instead of the where clause for sorting a column. Question 26. What is clustered index in SQL? Answer: a clustered index is actually a table where the data for the rows are stored. It determines the order of the table data based on the key values that can sort in only one direction. Each table can have only one clustered index. It is the only index which has been automatically created when the primary key is generated. If many data modifications needed to be done in the table, then clustered indexes are preferred. Question 27. Which are joins in SQL? Name the most commonly used SQL joins. Answer: SQL joins are used to retrieve data from multiple tables into a meaningful result set. It is performed whenever you need to fetch records from two or more tables. They are used with select statement and join conditions. The following are the most commonly used joins in SQL. Inner join, left outer join, right outer join. Question 28. What are the different types of joins in SQL? Answer: joins are used to merge two tables or retrieve data from tables. It depends on the relationship between tables. According to the ANSI standard, the following are the different types of joins used in SQL. Inner join, self join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, cross join. Question 29. What is inner join in SQL? Answer: inner join returns only those records from the tables that match the specified condition and hides other rows and columns. In simple words, it fetches rows when there is at least one match of rows between the tables is found. Inner join keyword joins the matching records from two tables. It is assumed as a default join, so it is optional to use the inner keyword with the query. Question 30. What is the right join in SQL? Answer: the right join is used to retrieve all rows from the right-hand table and only those rows from the other table that fulfilled the join condition. It returns all the rows from the right-hand side table even though there are no matches in the left-hand side table. If it finds unmatched records from the left side table, it returns a null value. This join is also known as right outer join. Question 31. What is left join in SQL? Answer: the left join is used to fetch all rows from the left-hand table and common records between the specified tables. It returns all the rows from the left-hand side table even though there are no matches on the right-hand side table. If it will not find any matching record from the right side table, then it returns null. This join can also be called a left outer join. Question 32. What is full join in SQL? Answer: the full join results from a combination of both left and right join that contains all the records from both tables. It fetches rows when there are matching rows in any one of the tables. This means it returns all the rows from the left-hand side table and all the rows from the right-hand side tables. If a match is not found, it puts null value. It is also known as full outer join. Question 33. What is the difference between in and between operators? Answer. First point. Between operator is used to select the range of data between two values. The values can be numbers, text, and dates as well. And an in. It is a logical operator to determine whether or not a specific value exists within a set of values. This operator reduces the use of multiple or conditions with the query. Second point. Between operator returns records whose column value lies in between the defined range. And in operator compares the specified column's value and returns the records when the match exists in the set of values. Third point. The following syntax illustrates between operator. Select from table _name where column _name between value 1 and value 2. The following syntax illustrates in operator. Select from table _name where column _name in value 1, value 2. Question 34. What is a constraint? Tell me about its various levels. Answer. The constraint is used to specify the rule and regulations that allows or restricts what values/data will be stored in the table. It ensures data accuracy and integrity inside the table. It enforces us to store valid data and prevents us from storing irrelevant data. If any interruption occurs between the constraint and data action, the action is failed. Some of the most commonly used constraints are not null, primary key, foreign key, auto_increment, unique key, etc. Question 35. What is the difference between delete and truncate statements in SQL? Answer. Below is the in detail difference of delete and truncate. Question 36. Which function is used to return remainder in a division operator in SQL? Answer. The mod function returns the remainder in a division operation. Thanks for watching us and subscribe for more.
खत्म।